Right, we're here at the Camping and Caravan Club. We're about to watch Matt Sims from Motorhome Matt, I'll get it right in a minute, podcast, along with Andrew Dickens. They're about to cook rhubarb crumble with custard over a barbecue. And as it's my birthday, I'm expecting big things.
I will give him rhubarb crumble because I like it even better. So I might have some myself.
Well, if he's lucky.
I'm not lucky, I'll just go and nick it off Motorhome Matt.
And we'll catch you in a minute because we're going to film them.
But also part of it is about information and empowering people to do the right things. So can we have a nice round of applause for our very good friend, Matt Sims, aka Motorhome Matt, everybody.
Yay!
Yes.
Lovely to be here. Thank you for asking me.
So we're going to do a couple of things first. I'm going to dive in there very quickly, Matt, because I'm just going to...
So tell me, I'm intrigued. You said we're doing rhubarb crumble on the barbecue, Matt.
Yes, exactly right.
How the heck do rhubarb crumble? We're going to find out.
Yeah. So have I got one? I might have one here actually, Dad. There we go. And I'm good, Dad. I'm good. So I'll use this as the frying pan, but that'll work just as well. So what, Dad? By the way, this is Dad. Arthur. Say hello, Arthur.
Hello, Arthur.
Hello, Arthur. Come and sit next to me.
Dad does. He does all. Are you Arthur as well?
No.
Oh, so he does all the prep. I take all the credit. It's an excellent system. So we'll quickly turn this one on. Turn on the gas first. Quick release fitting. Click on, click off.
It's like the repeat of this.
But Matt, you don't get a badge, mate.
Go on there. This here, this is some of the juice from the tins of rhubarb. So it's what's called a light syrup. So I'm just going to do about half of that. So this stuff here, tinned rhubarb, light syrup, in other words, not crazy amounts of sugar. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the stuff that's been poached, not very lightly in the light syrup, and it's in a tin. So about 2/3 of it is the rhubarb, the rest of the syrup. So that's okay. And then this is some fresh rhubarb. So I just did this last night. I've got a bit of water, and then a bit of sugar, and then just cut the rhubarb up into little pieces, and then just poached it for about 8 minutes. So have a little, take that spoon. So this is the fresh stuff. Yeah,
That tastes really fresh.
that's good. I don't go crazy on the sugar on this. So this is quite pink, which is lovely, and this is not so pink. No, it's not an issue because this is forced rhubarb from Yorkshire, and because it's cooked, grown in the dark, it has this quite intense pink. When you grow rhubarb out, it's not as pink like a normal rhubarb. Both are equally as good. I'm perfectly happy with both of these situations here. So we're going to crack on getting the rhubarb crumbled up and get it on the barbecues, and then we're going to have a lovely chat about all the things Matt does. I'm already, because this is so powerful, it's already come to the boil. So we're just going to basically let it bubble away and reduce it into a bit more of a syrup and use it in a moment. So
Keep an eye on that while you're...
yes, please. So, I mean, basically, you don't have to stir it, do anything with it. Just kind of let it do its thing. Okay. Over here, yeah, that's not perfect though. I'm going to get all this going on. There we go. And also, have I got a chopping board down there, Matt? Dad, can I have a chopping board? One of the wooden ones, thank you. Nice. Right. So, we'll swap places for a minute and then we'll get going up elsewhere. So, how do you do the rhubarb crumble? 2 enamel tins, old school, currently on offer at Sainsbury's, half price. So,
You do a pie in those.
oh my goodness me, do you know we actually turned the whole pie out today?
Did you?
I didn't know if it would work yesterday, but we actually got the entire pie out. I don't know if I've got a photo of it, but we were so happy. It was absolutely incredible. Did we do talk about yourselves, folks? Let's go here and we can pass this round. Did we get a picture of it though? No. Oh no, that was yesterday, wasn't it? Anyway, we did a pie with short crust pie, hominy pie. The whole thing came out beautifully in one piece. Right, golden pastry underneath. Fabulous. So, would you tip out, so those are the spoons we can use. Yeah, get rid of those. Would you use one of the forks? Tip out most of that into there. Dad's got rid of most of the juice from it. Thanks, Dad. Light press down. And then what we'll do is we'll just split this half and half. Yeah. So like I said, either way it's fine. But it's such a lovely thing when you do this at home. So saucepan, chop your rhubarb up, put it into the saucepan, put just enough water to cover it, sprinkle it with a couple of, depending on how much, a couple of tablespoons of demerara sugar, bring it to a little boil, then simmer it for 5-6 minutes. And then what you do with it is you drain it, put this in some kind of container, and then with the liquid, you can make cordial with it. Rhubarb cordial. It's a lovely thing. And if you actually want to make a lot of cordial, just get a bunch of rhubarb if you need to use it up. Just get all the rhubarb, make a job lot, and then again just enough water to cover it. A little bit more sugar, and then just let it boil for like maybe 10-15 minutes. Take the rhubarb and you can use that in anything else. And then you can take this, reduce that down a little bit, the water with the rhubarb juice in it. And now you've got a lovely, a more intense rhubarb cordial. And what you do with it, you get the cordial and then put a little bit of sparkling water in it, something like that. And that way you can make yourself a nice little kind of rhubarb pressé. It's lovely. In this bowl, so that's doing it, so that's up a little bit down now. That's it, lovely. So in here, this is Cheat's Rhubarb Crumble, Aunt Bess's Rhubarb Crumble. We're going to put it into this little saucepan here. It's just a mixing bowl at this stage. And then I'm going to get this. And Matt, will you be microplane duty?
Yeah.
Microplane, £3.50 from Sainsbury's. Very good. And all Matt's going to do is carefully get all the zest of the lemon and pop it into there. Into the crumble, I'm also going to add some porridge oats. And the porridge oats are really good on the crumble. Just gives it a bit more texture and a bit more interest. So we're taking like a shop bought thing, we're just pimping it up basically. Pimping up is a good thing. This is a little packet of roasted chopped hazelnuts. So the great thing about this, because they're roasted, more flavour. You can do this yourself and chop it yourself. Roasted hazelnuts go in there. And again,
This one.
yeah, it's just going to give it a bit more interest, that's all it is. Into my crumble here, my rhubarb, I'm going to take, I might have another spoon, fork that'll do. Oh, actually no, I will use my little, from my little Kitchen Nomads little kitchen set here, nice fork, straws, tongs, spatula, that kind of stuff. I'm just going to do a little touch of demerara sugar in it. Now this has already got a bit of sugar in it. We'll come on to this about everything in lots of moderation. I'm not into overly sweet stuff. So what's that? Maybe about 20 grams.
Yeah, 15 grams.
So not crazy. And then in this one here, using my little spatula.
Very lovely little spatula.
Isn't that great? Actually, this is very much up in your wheelhouse, isn't it? This?
Yeah.
Because Matt does a great job at finding really cool products that will work for us. So this is the Kitchen Nomads. This is their little spice set.
Isn't it cute?
Little chopping board, oil, lighter, penknife, all the bits you need. And then this little thing here is like a little set you take away with you. Knife, fork, metal straws, cleaner for the metal straws, bottle opener, spatula, tongs. It's brilliant. They're down there where it says towing tuition. That's where they are.
Stand
So we've got-
5119.
I'll stand what?
5119.
5119.
Paddy wants one.
They're fantastic.
He's got the black one.
They've got so many cool little gadgets. Actually, we must get our coffee cups up here. They have a coffee cup that has a little separate bit you can put a filter in. So what you do is you get it's like a little bit sits at the top of it. You put your scoop of your lovely coffee powder, your brown coffee, pour your boiling water on top. So it's like a little mini cafetiere. It's fantastic.
Birthday through.
Now I've got some quite big pieces here. I'm going to break those up. I wash my hands. So now our crumble is much more interesting. Oh, finally, you know what I forgot. This is a curveball, this one. I got the knife. Rhubarb and ginger, classic combination, yes? Sushi ginger. You know when you have sushi and you get that pickled ginger that comes with it, it's semi-sweet, semi-savoury. Don't nod your head. You haven't tried it yet.
Don't like ginger.
Right, I know it's your birthday, so you can't stand ginger at all. Like literally, one of them. tell you what we'll do. Sans ginger. Ginger. Fair enough? So you two can have it. By the way, everything sounds better in Italian.
Yeah.
What's the word for ginger in Italian?
Gingerio.
Gingerio. So a bit of ginger.
A bit of ginger.
Bit of ginger in it, mate. A bit of ginger in British. Italian. Bit of spinach, mate. Have a bit of spinach. Spinach. I mean, it's like everything. Everything sounds better in Italian. I love it. Oh, don't know.
Formaggio.
Oh, is it formaggio? See, everything sounds better.
That's
So look, it's lovely and thin. So what we do with it is we just cut it into tiny little pieces. You can grate some fresh ginger into here as well, but this is quite fun. It just gives it a bit more of a.
Is this like Wagamama's own?
Who's the company? Utaka.
Utaka. It's like the ginger you get in Wagamama's.
Yeah, almost certainly. Yeah, and any kind of little sushi thing. If you buy a little sushi thing from the supermarket for your lunch, you get the little thin pieces on the side. And take a little piece there, Matt. Have a little. Oh, it's like semi-sweet. It's like a little bit of pickle.
I think we'll like this. We'll convert you to Ginger Joe. You'll be known as Ginger Joe by the end of the day.
We won't inflict it on you, Joe. If it's not your bag, we'll do one without.
Mix that in.
You don't mind trying? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do this one. I'll do a smaller amount. And the idea is that you're not going to go, oh, ginger. The idea is you just go, oh, that's nice. There's a common problem that people have when they're putting something in a recipe that they like. The temptation is to put loads of it in. And if you put loads of it in, you overpower. Whereas what you really want people to do is, do you want to give those a nice mix around, Matt?
Have you had a ginger shot?
Oh, yeah.
They're meant to be good for you.
Ginger shots are very good for you,
Really?
but they are quite hot. You have to be a bit careful with them. Right, so this is it. We're pretty much done. Once you mix that one in, give it a little pat down. Oh, and today we're going to remember the juice. So, here's our ginger juice. Sorry, rhubarb juice. Rhubarb juice. So we'll take this off. And if I now give this a little, I'm going to come round. So can you see in just a few minutes, we've got this this is like a little syrup now. Yeah? So we've just reduced that, and in the act of reducing that syrup, which is very watery, what we've done is we've intensified the flavour. It's free, isn't it? So you might as well have it. And also the rest of the juice that's in there, the rest of the juice that came out of the tins, again, I would be having that with sparkling water. So don't throw the juice away. And look at that, isn't that lovely? This is the juice from the rhubarb from the tin. And we just put it in a frying pan with tinned rhubarb. We did both, we did tinned and fresh. Just to show that it's easy both ways. But can you see that this makes a lovely little reduction? You can also make this reduction and then use this, put it in a little glass Kilner jar, and then use this. Put that in a little glass with some ice, or put it in a glass, put in sparkling water, give it a little stir, drop some ice cubes into it. Lovely. So I think as consumers we tend to waste such a lot of stuff.
It's true.
So we've now just intensified those flavours. Isn't that fun? Nothing's like this.
That took no time at all to
Yeah, it's just literally not much work at all. Get that in there. And again, a bit of restraint. Yes, please. A bit of restraint on this as well. We didn't want to reduce all of the liquid because that would be too much. But we could do the rest and use that for like a juice. So. Oh.
Are we going to share this out?
No. Absolutely not. No, of course we are.
Those are the rules.
Right. Barbecues. So I've got both barbecues on.
This is the bit that I'm fascinated by.
I've got them on low heat. Low heat, that's already at 200 degrees. Okay. So you want 180 to 200 for this. Put the lid on there. Actually, hang on. Let's get the. Would you split the crumble mix between each of those? You can use the. Actually, let's just smash it. I should have. Well, don't use that. I was spinning the gob.
Right, that.
So there's another. This is a little one. Isn't that great?
Keep talking about that.
at this.
I know what Maddie's getting for her birthday.
Little tongs. Do you know, it's whenever you get a pair of tongs and lift them out of the cupboard, what's the first thing you do?
Squeeze it.
If you don't do that, you have no soul. On our barbecue courses we do it. So I was in Dubai a couple of days ago, we were doing a barbecue and outdoor fire pit, and we had 10 sets of barbecues and 20 people each session with us doing it. And one of the first things we all used to say was, you can see behind you, you've all got a pair of tongs, can you pick your tongs up? And they were the big, huge tongs like this. And the most lovely thing was, without fail, 10 sets of people would pick them up and go, without even realising it. It's lovely. So Matt's just putting the crumble on top, which now means I can get ready with my 2 tapas dishes. It doesn't matter what you use, it could be like a little silver tray called upturned. Because these barbecues, and the cob barbecues are the same, and many other barbecues are the same, we've got a heat source directly below the grill grate. So if we put that on the grill grate, even at a lower temperature, we're just going to burn the rhubarb at the bottom. And this is also how we baked pies in this earlier. We baked short crust pastry with we made a pomatum pie, which is lovely. So all you have to do is you have to lift what you're baking up, get it off the grate. Now you're creating more of an oven-like atmosphere. So it doesn't matter what you use. You might have an old baking tray, like something big. I'll tell you what also works well. You know the old school, the little round, your little round Victoria sponge tin, because they're quite thin this way. One of those turned upside down. Perfect. Or if this is big enough, have it this way. That way, the heat will conduct here. That will get a bit hotter. That way, it's air that's coming up. This is the only thing in contact with the base. This is the better way to do it. So what you have to do, you have to be a bit careful. I've got a food probe there, and it kind of goes down. You have to be careful to place this so that doesn't knock the pie off, or in this case, the rhubarb crumble. So all you do is you set it in the right place, and you set it so you want it slightly off centre, so that this temperature gauge here, I don't want this temperature gauge to hit this or it'll knock it off. So just be a little bit careful when you knock it on. And I'm just temporarily going to whack the heat up now, because I want to really get the crumble going. It won't take long to do this at all. And it's the same with this one. So it's slightly smaller, but it's the same process. Temperature gauge to the front, so I'm going to go slightly further, a little bit further back, but there is also a hook at the back, so you have to be careful. So you'll work this out when you do it. All look good? And then just
How long do you put them in for?
10 minutes.
On full heat.
Well, I'm going to do a couple of minutes on full heat first to get the crumble going, and then I might turn it down. I want to be around the 200 degrees mark. So I'm going to go about maybe 250 for a couple of minutes, really getting some stiff on the outside, and then I'll just turn them down to minimum. And all we've got to do is just get them warm, isn't it? Because the rhubarb's already cooked, the crumble mix is our best, it's already done, so you don't have to spend too much time doing this at all. And then at this stage now, you just get your ice cream ready.
Opening another bottle of wine.
Exactly. This is what I like about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Doing something interesting
It doesn't have
to be particularly challenging. Right, so now this is the time where we have a glass of wine, we chill out and we talk about lots of other things. So that's off, that's good. We're all done here. So let's have a little chat about what have you been doing at the show?
So this is it, we're pretty much done. Once you mix that one in, give it a little pat down. And today we're going to remember
the juice.
Right. Here's our ginger juice. Sorry, rhubarb juice.
Rhubarb juice.
So I'll take this off. And if I now give this a little, I'm going to come round. So can you see in just a few minutes? We've got this this is like a little syrup now. Yeah? So we've just reduced that, and in the act of reducing that syrup, which is very watery, what we've done is we've intensified the flavour. And it's free, isn't it? So you might as well have it. And also the rest of the juice that's in there, the rest of the juice that came out of the tins, again I would be having that with sparkling water. So don't throw the juice away. And look at that, isn't that lovely? This is the juice from the rhubarb from the tin. And we just put it in a frying pan, the tin rhubarb. We did both, we did tinned and fresh. Just to show that it's easy both ways. But can you see that this makes a lovely little reduction? You could also make this reduction and then use this, put it in a little glass Kellner jar, and then use this. Put that in a little glass with some ice, or put it in a glass, a bit of sparkling water, give it a little sip.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you. There you go, yes.
Have Rotty next to me here.
We like that.
We hope you liked the video.
If you do, like, comment and subscribe.